Ukraine neutralizes Russia's devastating glide bomb strategy. Ukraine has successfully countered one of Russia's most destructive forms of attack, effectively neutralizing the threat posed by glide bombs and altering the course of the war. Russia's glide bomb tactic. For much of the conflict, Russian President Vladimir Putin relied on glide bombs to inflict massive damage on Ukrainian defensive positions. The strategy was straightforward: bombard an area with these powerful explosives and then send in waves of soldiers to capture it. While costly in terms of Russian casualties, the method proved effective. However, Ukraine has now found a way to render glide bombs ineffective, fundamentally changing the dynamics of the battlefield. The power of glide bombs. Reports from May 2024 indicated that Russia was increasing its use of glide bombs, cheap, powerful weapons that could be launched from a safe distance. These bombs were widely used in assaults on Ukrainian cities, with as many as 200 deployed in a single week during the attack on Vovchansk. By March 2024, over 3,000 had been dropped across Ukraine. Glide bombs are modified Soviet-era munitions, such as the Fab 1500, 1.5 tons, and Fab 500, 0.5 tons, equipped with fold-out wings and satellite navigation. Their simplicity made them cost-effective, ranging from $20,000 to $30,000 per bomb, while their destructive capability was immense. A single Fab 500 contained over 440 pounds of explosives, and a Fab 1500 packed more than 1,300 pounds, far surpassing conventional artillery shells. Moreover, these weapons allowed Russia to strike from beyond Ukraine's defensive lines, minimizing risks to its aircraft while still causing significant destruction. The human cost of glide bomb attacks. The toll on Ukrainian civilians has been severe. In 2024, the United Nations reported that Russia's glide bombs were responsible for 360 civilian deaths and nearly 1,900 injuries, contributing to an overall spike in casualties. Moscow hailed them as a miracle weapon that helped compensate for Russia's mounting losses in aircraft. Ukraine's breakthrough, jamming the bombs in March 2025, reports surfaced that Ukraine had found a way to disrupt the guidance systems of Russia's glide bombs. The first sign of this problem appeared on a Russian Telegram channel operated by an anonymous pilot, claiming that Ukraine had flooded the front lines with jamming signals that interfered with the bomb's satellite navigation. These bombs rely on receiving satellite signals for precise targeting. However, Ukraine's jamming efforts have effectively blocked these signals, causing many bombs to veer off course and land harmlessly. As a result, Russia now needs approximately 16 bombs to achieve the same level of accuracy as before. This significantly increases costs, with Russia now spending up to $480,000 per successful strike, compared to the previous $30,000. A costly problem for Russia. Beyond the financial burden, Russia is rapidly depleting its stockpiles of Soviet-era bombs. The sudden need for more bombs per attack could strain its arsenal much faster than anticipated. Furthermore, this failure is particularly embarrassing for Moscow, as glide bombs were supposedly resistant to jamming. Military experts suggest two possible explanations. Either Russia's glide bomb technology is flawed, or Ukraine has developed an advanced jamming system that disrupts the bomb's navigation. The latter seems more likely, with Ukraine possibly using sophisticated satellite jamming techniques to interfere with the bombs before they reach their targets. Strategic implications for the war. The loss of glide bomb effectiveness presents a major problem for Russia. Previously, glide bombs played a key role in softening Ukrainian defenses before ground assaults. Now, Russian forces face the prospect of attacking without aerial bombardment, making them far more vulnerable. Additionally, Russia must now put more of its expensive Sukhoi jets at risk to compensate for the ineffective bombs. These jets, already suffering significant losses, now face an increased threat as Ukraine's jamming forces Moscow to use multiple aircraft per attack. Ukraine's strengthening air power. As Russia struggles with its failing glide bomb strategy, Ukraine's air force is growing stronger. In early 2025, Ukraine began receiving shipments of F-16 fighter jets from NATO allies, as well as Mirage 2000 jets from France. These aircraft provide Ukraine with the ability to conduct both defensive and offensive operations more effectively. Ukraine is also set to deploy its own advanced glide bombs, such as the US-made JDAM and France's Hammer bombs. Unlike Russia's glide bombs, these Western-made munitions use encrypted GPS signals and inertial navigation systems, making them resistant to jamming. the future of the conflict with glide bombs no longer a viable advantage for Russia, Ukraine has effectively neutralized one of Moscow's key tactics. This development places further pressure on Russian ground forces, which are already facing severe equipment shortages. Meanwhile, Ukraine's increasing air capabilities will further complicate Russia's ability to maintain its offensive strategy. Ultimately, the loss of glide bombs could be a turning point in the war, forcing Russia to rethink its approach as Ukraine gains the upper hand in both air defense and offensive operations.